Welcome you all to our brilliant channel Maths Nation. Dear students, if you have not subscribed Maths Nation, kindly subscribe it now and press the bell icon to get the notification of the upcoming videos. Students, I promise you to complete your syllabus and would like to solve all your queries which you may kindly drop in the comment box. As per my promise, I have already completed your syllabus and now we are continuing with our revision series. In my last sessions, we have discussed about chapter 4 exponents, and today in this video we will discuss about application of percentage. This video will contain the total chapter of application of percentage. Please watch the video full. Please students, revision with me. I think there will be no need of any extra maths class. What is percentage? Let us at first discuss what is percentage. Percentage is, what is percentage? A fraction with denominator 100 is called a percentage. Suppose 5 upon 100. This is equal to 5%. And the percentage is the symbol used for percentage is this. Suppose 19 upon 100. This is equal to 19%. Okay. Then the word percent is the abbreviation of the Latin word which comes from the Latin word percentum, which means per hundred or hundredth. Suppose 4%. 4% means 4 upon 100. Taking any amount out of 100 is called percentage. Suppose some rational number is given and we have to convert it into percentage. Then simply multiply with its 100. With the 100. Suppose 6 upon 25. Convert it into percentage. Simply multiply 6 upon 25 into 100. Then this, which is equal to 24%. Suppose a decimal number is given 1.25. We have to convert it into percentage. Then when we have to convert it into percentage, simply multiply with 100. Then this implies this is 125%. In this way, we can convert the rational number or decimal number into percentage. How can we convert the ratio into percentage? Suppose 2 is to 5. We have to convert it into percentage. 2 is to 5 means 2 upon 5 into 100. This is 20, which is equal to 40%. In this way, suppose we have given 12 is to 5. We have to convert it into percentage. Then 12 upon 5 into 100. Then this is equal to 240%. This is the symbol of percentage. Okay. Then next we discussed about some application of percentage, means some word problems. Let us here discuss. Here the problem says that the example 1 says Radhika spends 350 every month. Radhika spends 350 every month. In this, if this is 70% of his pocket money, you have to find out the amount of pocket money. You don't know how much Radhika is provided her pocket money by her parents. Let the pocket money of Radhika be X. Pocket money of Radhika be X. Then, but the question says that Radhika spends 350 rupees. Radhika spends how much? Radhika spends 350 rupees, which is equal to 350 rupees, which is equal to 70% of her pocket money. Then according to question, 70% of X is equal to 350. By solving this linear equation, you can find out the value of X, means the value of how much amount Radhika is provided by her parents as pocket money. Let us discuss, just recall how can you solve the linear equations. in this is 5. Then we get x, value of x is 500. Then we conclude that Radhika is provided rupees 500 as her pocket money. Okay. Then discuss some more examples. I have already told you, practice variety of questions always, which will be helpful for you. These questions given during a blood donation camp in a school. 60% of total students donated blood. 16. We don't know the strength of the school. Let the strength of the school be x. Let the strength of the school be x. And the question says that 60% students donated blood. Then donated blood. Then how much not donated blood? Then how much? Where 60% donated, which implies that 40% students did not donate blood. But the question says that 480 students, according to question, 480 students did not donate blood. Then according to question 60% donated blood, 40% did not donate blood, but the question said 480% students did not donate blood. Then according to question, 40% of x is equal to 480, which means 40 upon 100 into x is equal to 480. This means x is equal to 480 into 100 upon 40. Then by getting, we get the strength of the school is 1200. Total students in the school is 1200. Then from which 60% donated blood, 40% did not donate blood, but the question says 480 students did not donate. Then according to question, 40% of x is equal to 480. Then by solving these linear equations, we get the strength of the school is 1200. Okay. Then discuss next questions. Then the next question says, I have already told you students, please practice variety of questions. Out of a class 45 students, 5 were absent. Total students in a class is, total students according to questions, total students in a class is equal to 45. 5 students were absent. 5 were absent. Then present students, how many presents? Present. Then the present students is equal to 45 minus 5 is equal to 40. 40 students are present. But the question says 30% of the remaining had failed to do homework. Out of 40, the 40 students are present. Out of them, 30% are failed to do the homework. Then how much where the 30% did not do the homework? Then how much do the homework? How much? Where 30% did not do means 70% do the homework. 70% do the homework. Then the question asked, find the number of students who did the homework. 70. Total strength 45. 5 were absent. Don't worry about them. Only 40 are present. Out of them 30% did not do homework. 70% do homework. Then the number of students who do homework is 70% of 40, which is equal to 70% means 70 upon 100. Of means into 40. This means the number of students do homework is 28 students. Total 28 students Total 28 students are did the homework. Students did the homework. Okay. Did the homework. Okay. Then next. Is it clear? Okay. Then next. The question says profit and loss. Profit and loss is also a part of percentage. Profit and loss. What is profit? When you get profit, SP means selling price, CP means cost price. When SP is greater than CP, this means you get profit. Then profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. When you get loss, when selling price is less than cost price, then you get loss. Loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. Let us solve some examples based on this. Here the question says a property dealer purchase then next another formula. Profit percentage formula is equal to profit upon CP into 100. Always we calculate profit or loss from cost price. Then loss percentage is equal to loss upon CP into 100. This is the formula of profit percent and loss percent. Then here the question says a property dealer purchased a flat for 5 lakh. The cost price of a flat is equal to rupees 5 lakh. 5 lakh. Then he spent 50,000 on repairing. 50,000 rupees is charged for repairing. Then the actual cost price of the building is equal to 5 lakh for plus 50,000. Then actual cost price is equal to 5,50,000. Okay. 5,50,000. Then the question says, then next the builder sold it at 7 lakh. Find the profit or loss of the deals. Then next the selling price of the building is selling price of the plot is equal to given 7 lakh. When the builder sold it for 7 lakh, at first purchased it for 5 lakh and 50,000 for repairing, and then sold it for 7 lakh. Then what is the profit percentage? Keep the question here, then solve it. Keep the question here, then solve it. Then the profit is equal to SP minus CP. Here actual CP is 5,50,000. This means profit is equal to 7 lakh minus 5,50,000, which is equal to 1,50,000. 1,50,000. Then the profit percentage is equal to profit upon CP means actual CP into 100. Here the 1,50,000 upon 5,50,000 into 100. Then here this cancel. 5 3 ja 15, 11 ja. Then the percentage is 300 upon 11 percentage. Then the builder at last get the percentage is 300 upon 11%. Okay. Then solve another questions. Here the question says a man buys 5 dozen of eggs, 36 per dozen. A man buys, here the question says a man buys 5 dozen of eggs, 36 per dozen. Rupees 36 per dozen. Then how 5 dozen is purchased. Then the CP of eggs is equal to 36 per dozen, 5 dozen is purchased. Then 36 into 5 is equal to rupees 180. Rupees 180. CP of X is rupees 180. Then the question says, out of which 5% got broken. Then the total eggs purchased. Total X is equal to 5 dozen, means 1 dozen is equal to 12. 1 into 12, 60. How many eggs are purchased? 60 eggs, out of which 5% are broken. 5% of 60 is equal to 5 upon 100 into 60, which is equal to 3. 3 eggs are broken. Then the number of good eggs is equal to 50. 60 minus 3 is equal to 57. Number of good eggs is equal to 57. Then when the seller sold the remaining eggs for 48 per dozen. SP is equal to rupees 48 per dozen. Per dozen means 1 dozen contains 12. Then the SP of 1 egg is equal to 48 upon 12 means rupees 4. SP of 1 egg is equal to rupees 4. Then the shopkeeper have to sold 57 eggs. Then the SP of 57 eggs is equal to 57 into 4, which is equal to rupees 228. SP is equal to 228, CP is equal to 180. Then we can find out the profit is equal to 228 minus 180 is equal to rupees 48. On this deal, the shopkeeper total get profit rupees 48. Okay. Then next here next we discussed, because I have told you this is revision series. In this video we discuss all about the application of percentage. At first we discussed about some percentage problems, next profit and loss, then next also we discussed about profit and loss, but some formula is applied here. This is profit and loss, but the level is high. Here you have to remember some formula. There are the simple formulas: CP, SP, profit. Here if CP is given, SP is given, profit percent and loss percent are given, then if CP given, gain percent given, how can we find out SP? And CP given, loss percent given, how can we find out SP? And here suppose SP given, selling price given, loss percent or gain percent given, how can you find out the cost price? Let us remember some formulas. Here let us remember some formulas. SP is equal to CP into 100 plus gain percent upon 100. Okay. Then SP is equal to CP into 100 minus loss percent upon 100. Okay. Then suppose SP is given, you have to find out CP. CP is equal to SP into 100 upon 100 minus loss percent, and CP is equal to SP into 100 upon 100 plus gain percents. Remember the formulas, and by remembering these formulas we can solve some questions here. Okay. Keep the formula here and let us discuss about some problems. here discuss some problems. Here the question says, a man sold 2 bed sheets at 600 each. A man sold 2 bed sheets at 600 each. In one bed sheet he gains 20%. On another bed sheet he lost 25%. Then how much he gain or loss in whole transactions? The 2 bed sheets the man sold, then SP of 2 bed sheet is equal to, because the man sold each bed sheet of 600, then SP of 2 bed sheet is equal to rupees 600 into 2 is equal to rupees 1200. SP of 2 bed sheet is equal to 1200. In one bed sheet he gains 20%. In first bed sheet gain percent is equal to 20%. Then CP is equal to gain percent given, SP given, we have to find out CP. Then here CP is sold. Okay. Then here CP is equal to SP into 100 upon 100 plus gain percent. Here the CP is equal to 600 into 100 upon 100 plus 20 means 120. 5, which is equal to CP of one bed sheet is 500. Then in another case he lost 25%. In another case, in second bed sheet loss percent is equal to 25%. Okay. Then here also SP is same 600. Then CP is equal to SP. This is the formula. SP into 100 upon 100 minus loss percent, which is equal to 600 into loss percent 25 upon 100 minus 25 equal to 75. Then this is 8. Then here the CP is equal to 800. Then total CP, one bed sheet CP 500, another 800. Then total CP is equal to, total CP cost price is equal to rupees 800 plus 500, which is equal to rupees 1300. But total SP is 1200, total CP is 1300. Then loss is equal to 1300 minus 1200. In total transactions there will be loss of rupees 100. Okay. Students, please do your worksheet properly and ask me your doubt. You go through my all videos. In the previous videos I have discussed the whole chapter thoroughly. In this, now we are starting the revision series. This is the revision chapter 5. Please do revise with me. There will be no problem for you. Follow my videos regularly. And next here we discussed about simple interest. Simple interest SI is equal to principal into rate of interest into time period upon 100. You know this formula. Simple interest is equal to principal into rate of interest into time period upon 100. Then we do some problems. Only knowing formula is not sufficient. Find the simple interest on 500 rupees for 5 years at the rate 2% per annum. Here the question says The principal is equal to rupees 500. The time period T is equal to 5 years and the rate of interest R is equal to 2% per annum. Here we have to find out the amount. We have to find out the amount. You know amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. At first we have to find out simple interest. Simple interest is equal to principal into rate of interest into time period upon 100, which is equal to 500 into rate of interest 2 into time period 5 upon 100. Then we get this is rupees 50. The simple interest is rupees 50. The principal is 500. Then here amount is equal to P into SI, which is equal to 500 plus 50 is equal to rupees 550. This is the amount. Here in this worksheets there are variety of questions. Please you do your whole worksheets and ask me your doubt. I also discuss some examples here also. Then the next example. Here the next example says simple interest on a sum of money at the end of 5 years is 4 upon 5 of the sum itself. Find the rate of interest. Here in this questions, the question says we have to find out simple interest on a sum of money. We don't know what is principal. Let the principal be P. Let the principal be P. Then here the another condition says at the end of 5 years. This means time period is equal to 5 years. And 5 years, the sum of money, simple interest on the sum of money is 4 upon 5 of the sum itself. Means simple interest is equal to 4 upon 5 into P. Means 4P upon 5. Here we have to find out the rate of interest R. Then according to question SI is equal to P into R into T upon 100. Then here according to question SI is equal to 4P upon 5. Then here principal is P. Rate of interest we don't know, but the time period is 5 year upon 100. Then P cancel. Then here R is equal to 4 into 100 400. Then upon 5 into 5, which is equal to 25. 400 divide, which is equal to 16. Then here rate of interest is equal to 16%. Okay. Then students, today this much. In my next sessions we will discuss about the next chapters. Please students, do your worksheets properly. If any doubt persists, please ask me in my comment box. I promise I will clear all your doubts. Thank you students.